Jason Dachman, editor of the Sports Video Group, here with Grant Nodine, who is our chairman of the Sports Asset Management and Storage Committee for the first year this year. Grant's SVP of Technology for the NHL. So Grant, let's start with, why did you want to become chairman, and what do you think the committee can help this kind of segment of the industry that's fast growing right now help to accomplish?
Well, I wanted to be chairman because I thought, we could focus this event a little bit more on some of the key technologies that we all deal with on a day-in, day-out basis, rather than kind of rehashing some of the same conversations we've had over the years.
Right. And, this event, it touches on topics, like you just said, that we've never talked about at these events. They tended to be a little bit more broad, general. There's some really digging down deep topics. I mean, what were some of them that really meant a lot to you that, we're glad we're talking about today?
Well, so, I'm a technologist at heart, and so I like getting deep down into the weeds. And, I felt like the automated metadata panel had a lot to offer. I think, ultimately, I think that the bulk ingest panel had a lot to offer because, frankly, judging by Sony's announcement on the tape decks thing, this is going to be a big problem for a lot of people. And I think people need guidance on how to deal with that stuff.
Right. And that's kind of what we're here for, but you have firsthand experience going on right now with the bulk ingest. The NHL's Centennial is coming up. Yep. It's a massive project for you guys. Of course, the league is going to blow it out. So what are you guys doing in terms of ingesting tape and archive materials, and how is the Centennial impacting your operations just overall?
Well, overall operations, I think, are in a good spot, and I think we're prepared to handle the increased uptick in historical archive requests and ingests and things like that. But I mean, ingesting 150,000 hours of tape in a year is a pretty daunting task, and I think Greg said. Just the sheer logistics of boxing up and shipping that much tape material is pretty hard.
Sure. Yeah. And then looking forward, I mean, with we have a 4K panel and a Future of Codex panel here. I know that that's close to your heart because you want to know what's coming down the line, so you want to learn as much as you want to teach, right? So tell me a little bit about what you guys are looking to do to try to plan for the future.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, when we launched the event today, that I sincerely hope that everybody learns something. That included me.
Right.
So I think the Codex panel is super important because obviously that's going to educate us about how big we have to, how much scale we have to add to our storage, what we're going to have to deal with in terms of moving things across our networks and our storage fabrics. And it's super important to basically have some clues as to what you're doing and how you're going to put the jigsaw puzzle pieces together at the end to come out with the solution that you need to keep the business relevant and operating in an all digital, all files, all the time future.
Right. I think one thing we know, it's not going to get any easier, right?
No, it's definitely not going to get easier. I think I expect it to get about an order of magnitude harder.
Here with our chairman, Grant Nodine, live at the Sports Asset Management and Storage Summit, Jason Dachman, SVG.